Morning guys, I've got a very important phone call in a minute. Could be any time, I've got to make it. What's happened is because I'm like, you know, been in the decorator's trade and I'm a small businessman, I've caught the eye of the Labour Party who want to ask my opinion about their pledges. Now, to be honest, I've never read them. So they're going to want me to call. As soon as I've had a quick skim through of these pledges, I'm going to give them a ring and tell them what I think about it. So, first of all, you've got to search Jeremy Corbyn's 10 pledges. There we go. The thing he wants to do for the country if he becomes Prime Minister. Right. Now, oh, that's handy. He's changed his webpage a bit there. It's quite nice, isn't it? It's got a little video of himself. Look, he's a bit like me like that. He does videos on YouTube. But he's, instead of doing tips about decorating and sometimes tiling, but mainly decorating tips, to be honest. He does tips about things like employment, secure homes guarantee, security at work, things like that. So it's going to take, I hope this doesn't take too long. I'm going to try and do it in the allotted time. I'm going to have to ring him. I'm going to have to ring him in a minute. But right, so I've got full employment. That's one of their objectives. That full employment. I have to have a think about that. That means everybody's got a job. I mean, nearly everybody's got a job. I mean, you know, there's bound to be some people who are in between jobs, shall we say. But I know what he means. Full employment. People that want a job can have a job. Right. Right. Alright, that's alright. It's good. Suppose. I'll have to think about that though. Secure homes guarantee. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Like, you know, maybe that's about landlords who perhaps put the price up a bit sometimes without asking. Security at work. Yeah. You want security at work, don't you? Right, secure NHS, and everybody loves the NHS, don't they? I've never met anybody yet in this United Kingdom of ours, even if they go to private health, because usually it's the same doctors, to be honest. They just jump the queue, that's all, that's the only difference. They use the same facilities, use the same rooms, jump in the queue, that's all it is. So they love it, even if they're private, even if they're public, everybody loves it. Nobody wants to get rid of the NHS. Nobody wants to get rid of the NHS. National Education Service open. Everyone should be educated, shouldn't they? Yeah, I left school at 14, but I went back to school at 15, and then at 16 came out of school again. But you know, in and out of school, but throughout life, I think he should be in and out of school. But he wants National Education Service open for all now. So you know, presumably that means you can. You know, if I fancy going to do a course in decorating, you know, just to improve my skills, if that is possible, don't know, might be. You know, new techniques, you know, new scientific techniques come out, you know, new paints. Dulux are always having new paints. Yeah, go to school, learn about it. Why not? Action to serve our environment. Secure, not serve, not serve. Well, you do serve it, but not really. Action to secure our environment. Make it secure. I suppose I mean don't blow it up. Right. Put the public back into the economy and services. Yeah. Public services have been reduced, haven't they, over recent years. That's because, you know, public sector's like a dirty word to a Conservative Party, isn't it? That's fair enough. You know, they don't believe in it. Believe in free markets. Free markets solve everything, don't they? Yeah, I think that's the general gist. Free market. Like if there's like, I suppose, you know, say there was one job going and then there was 4 painters and decorators after that job. Say it's painting an house, right? So if you're socialist, you might say, like, oh, yeah, you paint that wall, I'll paint that wall, you paint the other wall, and you can do a skirting board or something inside, or you know, maybe do the, you know, metal work, something like that, pipes. You know, that'd be socialist. Say, all have a little bit, I'll have a little go of it, but you know, Conservative Party would say, look, who's going to do it cheapest, right? So all these 4 blokes would go in, they'd have the contractual equivalent of having a fight. They'd say, right, how much are you going to charge? You say, like, 20 quid. I'm going to charge 40 quid. I ain't too much. You charge 40 quid. I ain't, get lost. You do 20 quid. And then somebody else comes in and say, I'll do that for 20p. And he'll get it, won't he? Now, he might be looking at Edsy, he might be thinking, oh, I'm worth 20 quid because my old man gave me a bit of backhander and I can survive for a bit longer with that, without actually having any income. So he comes in, gets the job for 20 pence, and of course the bloke, once he has paid, he's going to go for 20p. Anyway, that's what happens roughly in the free market. That's free market. That's how it works. That's life, isn't it? It's life. Ooh. Right, action to secure equal pay. So, equal pay. Action to secure an equal pay society. Everyone has the same wages. Yeah? Yeah, that's right. As long as I get more. Clive, he can't have as much as me, can he? Because he's apprentice. Peace, justice, at the heart of foreign policy. Yeah, that's nice. That. I remember watching a beauty contest once, and in the 70s when they weren't considered to be quite so tacky. And they used to say they want peace, world peace. And I suppose Jeremy Corbyn, although he's obviously a different sort of kettle of fish than a beauty queen, I think most people would agree that. I think he himself would agree that. Peace, justice, yeah. Peace and justice. I want peace and justice. I want the whole world to be happy. You know, if there's one person that's ill, then I'm not happy either. You know, so yeah, if I was a beauty queen, or if I was like leading the Labour Party, I'd probably want peace and justice because that's nice, isn't it? Right, any share on Facebook? What's that? What policy is that about? Well, I want social media to be important. Social media should be encouraged, especially YouTube and Tony Sucos. Yeah, so Twitter's oh no, they're just places to share. Actually, they're not policies. Forget that. They're not policies. All right, I'm running out of time now. I mean, you know. Right. Okay, let's give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'm going to choose 3 of my favourites. Morning. Hello. It's Tony Two Coats here. You asked me to give you a ring about my views about the Jeremy Corbyn's 10 pledges. I haven't got time to do 10, unfortunately, because I'm in a free market. I've got to get out and work. But I'll do 3. I'll do 3 for you. Firstly, mate, if I call you mate, because you're not like, you know, I'd call you sir if I was ringing the Conservative Party, because you're better than me, than you. But you, Labour Party, you're not better than me, are we? You're not better than me. You're the same, aren't you? You're the same. You're not better. Okay, that's alright if I call you mate. Alright, mate? Right, okay, full employment. Problem with full employment is this. To be honest, so if I get a big job in, and I need say 2 or 3 blokes, and I ring up sort of a labour exchange job centre and say, look, I need, or an agency or something like that, job centre for public sector, Reed, sort of private sector recruitment agency. I say, look, I want a paint and decorator, and he's going to say 1 or 2 things, isn't he? He's going to say, we got one, or we haven't. And if it's full employment, then I'll have to do it myself, or not. It ain't going to be very good for me if I've got to do it all myself. So there isn't it? Yeah, I could actually say I'll pay more, and then somebody might say I don't want to do, I don't know, be a doctor anymore and walk out of that job and be a paint and decorator. That could happen. Oh yeah, that could happen. But he's going to happen on the day. You need a little bit of flexibility. You need full employment would be a problem for me, for that practical reason I've just pointed out to you. Okay, so just have a think about that when you worded your policies. Full employment means there's no flexibility in the economy, okay? Yeah. Okay, another one. We're going to do 3. Okay. Put the public back into economy and services. Put the public back. Well, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you about that. I think the public is like me, you. I say you in the Labour Party because you're more like us, aren't you? Or there's the other people. If you're like private people who like keep themselves. Whereas public are more open, aren't they? They're more. I like public because the public is like me and you. Go to a pub. You went for a private pub and it's just pub with one person in it. It's your own pub. It wouldn't be very much fun, would it? So yeah, public involves other people. I like that about your party. It's more public, more sociable. Whereas private is more keep yourself to yourself. Don't really want to get involved with other people's private. Right, so keep out of that. Nah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with that policy. Vote for Jeremy on that one. So it's 1-1. Yeah, peace and justice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I was talking to the YouTube viewers earlier, and they think peace and justice is quite nice. Yeah, so I would go for that, peace and justice. And anyway, cut income and wealth inequality and secure an equal society. So everyone's got the same. Does that mean though, if I like do like 2 really big jobs and I get enough money to buy a, I don't know, a new Hyundai, something like that, Zaris or something like that, you know, nice one. If I get enough money to buy that, does that mean really I should give, you know, somebody else some money so they can get one the same? Or am I allowed to have more? Oh, so I can have a little bit more if I work hard. I can have a little bit more. But in general, everyone's got to have roughly the same. Well, how much more am I allowed? 5 times more? I mean, it's not like Richard Branson got a bloody island, isn't it? Or something like that. I'm not saying that. I just want, all I want is, I don't like, I don't hold an own island. I don't want that. I don't want to own the whole place or like, you know. I'm not mentioning people because it's not fair on them. They're not here to answer for themselves, are they? But yeah, there are some people who earn a considerable fortune. Don't seem to do much for it. Yeah, they might have got money from a massive inheritance, like 9 billion quid. Yeah, might have got that. But I'm saying is, can I earn, say, twice as much as my apprentice? Is that alright? Nah, good. Or even 3 or 4 times, okay. Up to a sort of MP salary.